Imagine that whatever your kids would be doing, they would do it mindfully. When they would tidy, they would mindfully tidy. They would listen to you in a mindful way. Mindfulness and kids can go together really well if you actually know some tips and tricks. Why? Because kids actually like to play games. And this is what works best for introducing mindfulness to kids. So here forwards, there are some fun exercises that you can play out with your children. This is how a child's mind looks like during a tantrum. Let's fix this. It's gonna be hard to stop a tantrum in the middle of it if your child never heard about any coping techniques or how to actually handle their emotions. Mindfulness was shown to reduce tantrums by 35%. And actually, one very important topic about breathing techniques and mindfulness is first to actually recognize the state you are in. And this is why we use a weather board. And this is how you first make them recognize that they have different states, like the weather. Try to make stories too, kind of like explaining to your child why some states that seem very sad at the beginning can actually become good at the end of the day. And only then start implementing some deep belly breaths. Whenever they feel stormy, whenever they feel sad, you can say, do you remember what helps when you feel like that? And then you put your hand on their belly and make some deep belly breaths with them. Or you take their hands and you put them up on the inhale and down on the exhale. And this will help both you and your child to grow stronger together. Children and focus, not necessarily the easiest thing to match, but what if I tell you that that mindfulness has a 30% increase in focus? Now you're listening. When children do their homework, they tend to lose interest in what they are reading or learning. And you need to give them something in between their pauses that actually keeps them fresh. So learn to actually do breathing exercises. This will relax them and energize them at the same time. And they can keep going until they finish up and they're free to play around. How to create your family stronger with one simple fun game. Pick some beautiful stones, or actually you need only one. Something that is smooth on the outside, so it's really cozy to keep in hands. And let this be your gratitude stone. Whenever you are together with family, pass it around. Every time somebody gets a stone in their hands, they need to close their eyes and think of something they are grateful for, and then pass it forward. Does your family experience chaos in the mornings? Let's gently get rid of this. One very nice thing to do is actually introduce mindfulness gently in the everyday routines that your kids already have. Let's say while brushing their teeth or even before they eat their breakfast. Get your child's attention and make some deep breaths while they are drinking or eating. And try to feel the food and be grateful for the water that you have around you. Mindfulness really does help, and it can help your family become up to 40% calmer. Have a good week. Here's a very powerful, strong game that will help your kids come up with bright ideas. You've probably heard about vision boards. It can be a very nice bonding time. Plus, you will install some visions of their life. And this is actually how they will get more confident, they will know who they're becoming, and they will always be there to actually bring new ideas on the table, like going camping or thinking on who they actually want to become. Are your kids fighting? Well, let's turn this into teamwork. The thing is that kids need to understand that they are on the same team, and you are the one who actually needs to prompt it for them. So let's find a time where you can actually sit down with them and figure out why they are such a great team, how they can actually count on each other. So sit down and tell them that you're gonna play a game. And on one side, write all the benefits, ask them why do they love each other. And on the opposite side, try to find all the ways how they get intertwined. And then try to find win-win solutions together. If you make them think about the win-win solutions, then this is what they will be looking for in their next argument. Small children can have big feelings, so much so that they can... So before they pop, let's actually let some air out and teach your kids to actually exhale the emotions out. Gently and slowly, they can actually start releasing out every tension they have. And they can continue breathing out all of their emotions until they feel actually happy and satisfied, until their emotions are actually calm and manageable. Did you ever play the I am game with your kids? This is how you do it. Let's say that every morning you want to inspire your kids to become a better version of themselves. And this is why you say, I am, and then fill in the blank. Their job is to actually become a statue that is completely fixed, not moving. And this statue actually needs to showcase whatever you wrote down before. So let's say that one day they play out to be calm, and the next day they learn how happiness looks like. Kids love to act out, so make it meaningful. Mindful eating for kids, it's a great tool for them to become more self-aware. So let's start exploring food in a different way. The most basic things are actually to ask questions like, how does that taste like? What do you think the color of this food is? What do you think the taste looks like? But what I really love to do is actually, before we start eating, I like keeping my hands just around the food a little bit, because in some way you feel the warmth, and in some level you feel the energy of the food even before you ingest it. And this is a very nice routine to actually calm down your nervous system and try to become really receptive and really calm before you start eating. I hope you enjoy. Bon appetit! We all want our kids to listen, but actually mindful listening, it's a practice. So what you can do is, if you have a bowl like this or something that has a vibration, let your kids play a game. Listen to the vibrations all until the end. You don't hear nothing at all. Just remind them to breathe all the time during the process and relax their shoulders. Can't wait for you to try it out. Let us know if your kids like it. Good job! And I hope you enjoyed all of these little games that we talked about. But of course, mindfulness will slowly become a way of life. And every time you actually go and clean the table or eat your food or listen to somebody, you and them together can learn how to do it more and more mindfully. Enjoy your next week. See you soon.